What is up, Internet? It is May 26, 2024, and welcome to another weekend roundup. Yeah. Hey, Horror, real quick, is the audio coming in okay? Is it still choppy? Let me know, because we're back on the new set, aka the network set, so I want to make sure the audio is coming in okay. If I'm having that issue again, I will literally make the set a fucking wall until they can fix this bug. So, is it coming in choppy? Is it coming in good? Come on, Horror. Thank you. All right. So, first things first, on on the news today, I gotta reset my avatar again every time, because like it sets it where I'm like looking off in the wrong direction when it's supposed to be this way. Boop. Okay. Good. All right. So I am going to be able to zoom in a bit and look at these articles for you. So today I did add in a couple of last week and I think a week before, because there's a couple things we missed. So first things first, Fortnite players aren't happy with the new Chapter 5 Season 3 vehicles. So from my understanding about the Chapter 3 vehicles right now, because I haven't had a chance to play Chapter 3, even though I basically have tried to get the T60 armor, it is a Mad Max world. By the way, I don't even understand why it's a Mad Max world, because there are no, like, there's no Furiosa, there's no Mad Max, there's no Mad Max thing. It's just, it's a weird season from all I can understand. Also, last season is still kind of there, which makes it even weirder, because last season was like the Greek gods and such, and something to do with heists, and now there's just a post-apocalyptic area in like the bottom of the map. But there are vehicles now. There's one new vehicle you can buy in the store. Haven't tried it out yet, because I'm not paying 20 bucks for a thing that I can't put pod racing skin on. But that being said, there are now like Apocalypse Mad Max vehicles, and people are saying that the vehicles are just overpowered. I don't think they're overpowered from what I'm seeing, because there's like new things to get. I think the new medallions are overpowered, because someone found a way where you can have the unlimited healing or unlimited health glitch, where you flip a car with one of the medallions and now you could just not die. You're just stuck in place wherever the vehicle explodes. So now people are literally running the timer out on the game. So that is pissing off a lot of players, and it's causing a lot of issues. But this season, I don't think it's bad. I think they gotta fix a couple things with the new vehicles, because you could drive the battle bus around apparently as a fucking as a vehicle, and it's just nasty. It's like I don't think it's like not Sweet Tooth, Dark Side. There we go, Dark Side. I don't think it's like Dark Side from Twisted Metal, but it definitely adds the season, it definitely adds car combat in where it feels like kind of like Twisted Metal. The other two vehicles, one being the SUV and one being like the souped up car that's like right here on the screen. I haven't really seen much of them. So next article on today's docket: rumors Nintendo Switch has two big releases in 2025. One of them being apparently the Switch 2, quote unquote. I don't want to really quote it, but there's been a rumor that they are teaming up with, I don't know if they're teaming up with Nvidia or they're teaming up with AMD, but they're teaming up with another like CPU processor group to make, which is essentially not a 4K Switch, but like something that runs a little bit better than the Switch right now, but not enough to be like, oh yeah, this is definitely going to keep up with PC and the PS5 and the Xbox, whatever the fuck the number is, because God be damned, it was the Xbox One, the Xbox Pro, whatever the fuck they call those. I don't even know what the fuck they call Xbox anymore, because Xbox is like clearly just dropping the ball. That being said, yeah, they're coming out with probably two versions of the Switch. And I'm going to bet you more than anything, those two versions of the Switch are going to be the Pro version, aka the one that you usually have at home, that you play at the house with a party of friends, like the one you currently see on screen, the LCD screen, or the Peace of Resistance. They're going to have the other one be the Lite, which is the stupidest fucking version of the Switch ever made, where you can't dock it at home, you can't play 4-player with people, and it's just a portable device. So that is about as much news as I've heard this week so far, but I wanted to add it on to the list so you guys can stop complaining about not reporting on news. Also, in great fashion, fuck Nintendo for getting rid of... This happened last week, and I don't remember if I reported on it, but last week they got rid of Vince's... I think it's Vince. I can't read. Vince's Lair had an onslaught of emulated ROMs for like saving. So I would go there to get the PS3 ones, so I could like keep my PS3 emulator going and like having an archive version of it. That being said, PSP, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, that's where I was going. The Nintendo stuff, I still have a few of the ones that I want to play from Nintendo, but now they're going after everywhere that has a ROM or an emulator, and they're getting ridiculous now. So I don't remember if I reported that on last week about the Nintendo stuff. So moving on to the next one, like always, we usually get the show done in a timely manner. I don't have much to say on most of the stuff this week because this week has been pretty dry between controversies, hence why there's few things that we didn't report last week showing up this week. So, oop, did it close? Did it close? Come on. This was very fucking stupid, and I wanted to talk about it. Apparently, it came back this week or so. Multiverse teases debut, but even more characters. So one major thing that they were talking about, which is, I think, further down here. Nope, those are the last two. They are bringing back Multiverse. If you don't know, Multiverse was a very weird thing where... Basically, it was the Warner Brothers. I have to quotation this. Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers is going to be around much longer. Warner Brothers IPs battling in like a Smash Brothers type game. I don't remember if it was. I have it, mind you. I played about 7 minutes of it. I didn't really think it was fun, though. I do enjoy that it was a free to play. But this was long ago when it first came out because. They shut it down, and then they brought it back. And they brought it back for no fucking reason. I say that because, why did it go away? Like, some people played it, some people thought it was okay. But, it coming back, people were like, oh, this is just like, we played the alpha, now we're playing the beta version of it. Like, is the game actually fucking out or not, Warner Brothers? And I think they probably took it off because... They wanted to redo the licenses again, probably. But then they own the licenses, so that's kind of weird. So, real quick, hold on. What was that? So... I'm trying to think. I know one of the controversies when the game came out. One of the controversies was Velma would call the police, and I forget what character she would call the police on. It wasn't LeBron James. But it was technically she was calling the police on black characters that were in Warner Brothers vault. So that got completely changed. I forget what happened. I think they brought in like the Mystery Mobile, ran them over. That was one of the funny ones I heard about. The new characters they're bringing in on launch apparently is the Joker. I forget. Oh, Joker, Agent Smith from The Matrix, and Jason fucking Voorhees. I don't know why they're bringing in Jason Voorhees, but Jason Voorhees looks like he's a fucking tank. Like, I mean, shoulder blades out to like. How do I do this? Come on, a little bit further. No. Well, it's like a T-pose. Like he literally looks like Dwayne The Rock Johnson from Moana. So that was the other news that had to, came out like last week too, was Jason Voorhees. I gotta pause the music because this is like one of those ones where I gotta actually do. So Jason Voorhees has been in a licensing dispute for years now, and I can't describe how fucked up that licensing was. This is why we haven't had a new Jason Voorhees film since I think 2012. Because the rights have been just tangled up with multiple studios. And now, with 2024, the dispute has been, like, fixed. So there's now going to be a whole new Jason universe. I have no idea what they're doing, but apparently there's a TV show in the works. There's a new movie. There is a lot of video game stuff going on. So there's like rumors that the Friday the 13th game, which has now been delisted and it does not exist anymore, that might be coming back in a whole new version. One major thing, though, is in July, Jason might be joining Dead by Daylight. If he does join Dead by Daylight and the 2v8 stays, then I'm gonna have so much fun seeing people play Freddy versus Jason. And I swear, if one more motherfucker out there in the Dead by Daylight community tells me that you cannot play Freddy versus Jason in the 2v8 mode, can go fuck themselves. Because right now, for testing for that 2v8 mode, it's only being the original characters is okay. It is understandable. Because I don't want that game mode to come out of testing at the moment where people are picking like 2 fucking ghost faces. Okay? Fuck off. I would love to see it when they release that game mode for like custom games or something where you can actually be able to have Freddy and Jason fight over killing survivors. That would be fucking amazing. So him being alleged in Dead by Daylight is like by far like the god tier moment of what is to come for Jason Voorhees coming back to well, I don't want to say cinema as much, but like coming back to the audiences, because people have been like, I think people have been really pissed since 2019, because that's when the whole like debacle started in court between the licenses. And I think one of the things was going on for the Friday the 13th game was like the licenses were acting up, because like some of the skins weren't even allowed to be in the game. I digress. I didn't play the Friday the 13th game. I know it was good, being like a somewhat I don't want to say Quasimodo of Dead by Daylight. Compared to Texas Chainsaw fucking Massacre, I find Texas Chainsaw Massacre to be fucking, like, stupid. Like, it's not even attempting to be different from Dead by Daylight. It's just, you want to pay more than Dead by Daylight for an IP, and you're not really, like, you're not, they had problems with the community, like, there was bugs, they weren't listening, they weren't releasing new content, they weren't releasing many things, and it just seemed like it was dead in the water. People that are still kind of playing it and are rooting for it, I'm glad that they're still doing that, but I'm not really interested in the fucking Dead by Daylight type stuff. The only reason why I play is because Burgle and like Burgle, Devil, and a couple other people made me play it. I do like the iconic movie villains being in there, and I've talked about it before and all that, and I do like playing a few survivors, but I'm not a big fan of the lore, so. But yeah, no, Jason Voorhees is in Multiverse, and they gave him the fucking California Girl dance that the camp counselors would do, where it'd be like, California girl, same unforgettable daisy. Like, they would be like moving their fists to their face. They would like all go around him and do it. The equivalent of that right now is the God, what was it? It's the it's in Dead by Daylight. They're doing it in Dead by Daylight now. It's Wesker. Every survivor gets the healing spray, and it's up, give it up. They're like up. Oh, come on, track the hands. Up, oh, fuck off. They're like moving it to where you kind of almost want to spray the Wesker like virus cure thing, that because when you play Wesker, there's like things for the survivors to get the virus off of them, and they're doing up, green doobie, up, doing BB, up. It's like some weird like 90s techno music, and they're all just kind of just dancing around him, and he's just kind of like yes. Any Wesker that does that is a good Wesker. And I think the survivors like literally are like, yeah, no, you can kill all of us now, or yeah, we're all good. Like, they all have a fun time. If you ever, oh god damn it, if you ever play Dead by Daylight, there are only 2 villains I will say are automatically friendly. It is Mike Myers and Wesker, because at least those guys have a fun time. Like, Mikey players are great. They know exactly how fucking ridiculous Mikey can be. And it's fun just fucking with Mikey players. Like, they get it. Players that suck ass, that are just horrible in Dead by Daylight, Ghostface. Probably Skull Merchant. The fucking Knight. Like, anything where it's like they just want to kill you quickly. Like, that's what pisses me off. So, if you're like a killer and then you have fun in Dead by Daylight, I honestly am okay with you killing me. If you want to just get me out of the game real quick, that's fine. Not because like, oh, I find this match to be boring or stupid. No, like, I'm okay with, like, if I'm ignoring you and I'm like working on a generator and you're like, I don't want you working on a generator, I'd be like, oh fuck, you're one of those guys. Because Devil used to be like, oh yeah, this is a funny Mikey. Yeah, no, we're gonna have a fun time. And then by the end of the match, I'd be like, yeah, no, okay, if you need to kill me, go ahead and kill me. I like how we took some time away from Multiverse just to rant about like horror games because of Jason Voorhees. I only hope Jason Voorhees is actually like good, because if they're gonna rip off Trapper, that'd be kind of annoying. You kind of can't rip off Trapper though. All right, I left this one for this week because I was waiting to see how much more fucking shit was going on. Assassin's Creed Shadows, a $280 edition is already sold out in some places. I have to preference this because people are very fucking stupid. The CEO of Uplay literally said, you do not own your games and you better be very comfortable with it, basically. So anytime there is a new Ubisoft game, don't give a fuck. You do not own it, and you don't play. Because Ubisoft can just go die. Ubisoft is trying to get everybody into the subscription thing. And their highest edition of the game is like season pass, you get 3 days early, you get this extra DLC shit that's not in the other versions. So they're trying to force, goddamn. They're trying to force people into buying the 200. Well, I don't know why you would pay $280 for that edition. I don't know why I get why game developers are like, well, this is a quadruple game. You know, these games are very expensive to make. If they're very expensive to make, let's use this for example. Why the fuck was Skull and Bones $80, but a Lethal Company was like 10 or 5 or whatever, and Lethal Company had more fun time to play? Like, these game developers are thinking AAA and quadruple A games are designed to be like time grinds, and like you're supposed to put the most time and money into it. But my question is if you're gonna do that, do it better than like Ubisoft, for example, with Far Cry. It was always looking for a tower to expand the map, do these little side quests, and then you continue the main campaign. I'm sorry, but like that shit is stupid. Assassin's Creed had the same thing. Assassin's Creed, you'd go find a bird, jump off for a leap of faith, and like scan the area, yada yada yada. Like that shit. Like that's what ruined open world games. Like that stuff's not fun because you do it like 87 billion times over. So. But yeah, the other big thing about Assassin's Creed Shadows during that week as well was apparently people didn't check their history and they thought a black samurai would be racist. Oh, a black samurai and a female, I want to say a female assassin, aka samurai or whatever. Apparently no one played Ghost of Tsushima or seen Afro Samurai. So, from my understanding, Afro Samurai is kind of based off the idea of the black samurai that rose to ranks in feudal Japan. And that's what the Shadows is taking from a bit of. That I didn't believe to be true. But I'm not saying that cannot be true. But what I am saying is I'm kind of glad that I did learn about that a little bit during the whole debacle. What I am saying is a lot of people are jumping to the gun and saying this is woke shit to have like a black man and a female in like a time period that wouldn't make sense. Like, shut the fuck up. I could care less. Ooh, a female assassin in feudal Japan. Ooh. How about you just have a founding fathers all be gay men? Everyone lose their fucking minds that Hamilton's actually gay. Like, come on. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that you would, like, have that type of an argument. But, yeah, that was going on last week or so, and I'm still not understanding why this is an argument. Like, there were a lot of people that fact-checked the asshole that were saying it was too woke or such. Like, there was proof. So, am I gonna be playing Assassin's Creed Shadow? Fuck no. I hate Assassin's Creed. How can you hate Assassin's Creed? You're playing Assassin's Creed? Okay, so the ones I've played Assassin's Creed 1, which was absolutely appalling. And don't get me wrong, I'm kind of glad, you know, the Assassin's Creed series exists. However, that being said, I didn't like 1. I had a friend in high school who would not shut the ever-living fuck up about Ezio. Like, assassin, I am Ezio Bellatore. It's like, shut the fuck up. Go touch some motherfucking grass. He was also the guy who would smoke weed and play Call of Duty. So, as an adult, like in college, I got Assassin's Creed 2 on PC and I played through some of it. And I think it was free on Xbox as well at one time. And I picked it up and I played it on Xbox for a little bit. I do think Assassin's Creed 2 is up there with Mass Effect 2 of being a memorable sequel, where it had I don't want to say it overcompensated, but it overdid itself from the original. Like, it was way more of an improvement. It felt better. People enjoyed the story. Like, I understood why my friend was like, assassin, I am Ezio. Like, I get why, but I hate people that just think that Ezio was like the best assassin. Because Ezio went on to do Brotherhood, which led into Assassin's Creed 3. And then I have Assassin's Creed 3. I don't know if I own it on Steam. I know I have it on Uplay. I think I have like half of the Assassin's Creed games on Uplay. And I just don't play them because I don't own them. So, Assassin's Creed Black Flag was the one I was given free when I bought my GTX 750, because it was like, I don't remember. Yeah, it was like 3 games at the time. Now you barely get 1. So, shit, what was it? Assassin's Creed Black Flag, though, by default, was an amazing game on the pirate side, which Skull and Bones will never, ever equal out to. So, that being said, though, I liked Matt Ryan playing Connor. I thought that was really cool. Or, no, Connor was 3. Kenway. He played Kenway. Like, I enjoyed his acting in it because I'm a fan of Constantine from, you know, the DC, CW, NBC, Universal show stuff. I don't know. It's complicated. I could do a whole fucking, you know, recall on it. That being said, I enjoyed that his performance was in it. I put it up there pretty high. But I didn't like the whole Abstergo being like meta now. It's like, fuck it, I'm done. Don't care. Like, it was all fucking stupid. The only reason why they did it is because they wrote themselves into a corner with Damien, which was the descendant of Altair and Ezio, I guess. I don't fucking understand that at all, actually. So, my ex played Odyssey, which was the Egyptian one, or Origin. Sorry. Origin was the one for Egypt. And then the Viking one was Odyssey. And we had a person in the community that played Odyssey. And I was like, or not, whatever. Okay, so hold on. Egypt, Viking, and Greek were the 3 I can remember. And they got away from the Asturgo stuff, I think. And I don't care. the whole storyline is just a mess now. They have to reboot that whole franchise. So, and we are down to our last news article today. I had to talk about this. Neil Druckmann clears up the air around his recent interview. This motherfucker is the most pretentious piece of shit in the video game industry. Like, I gotta pause music, and I have to legitimately talk. I fucking hate Neil Druckmann now. Like, I used to actually look up to him with, like, Last of Us 1 and be like, yeah, this guy knows what he's doing with good storytelling. And I think because of the first game doing so well, he became so pretentious. And he thought his writing was really good when it came to part 2. And I know a lot of people fucking hate Abby. I get the reason why people hate Abby. I understood when Neil was like, they're two stories on the same coin, or whatever the fuck it is. Like, Ellie's heads, Abby's tails. So it's the same fucking outcome. So, like, they have the whole story is about forgiving and all that. No. My problem is, I feel like a lot of the issues with part 2 just needed to be, like, cooked a little bit longer. Needed more input besides Neil going, no, this is going to be a masterpiece. This is going to be Game of the Year. I don't think the fans of part 2 deserve to have gone after, God damn it, I forget her fucking name. No, it wasn't Lauren Bailey. I think it was Lauren Bailey. My names are all wrong. Anyways, I don't think people should have gone after them as much for the performance of Abby. But I do think that the game should have stopped right at the farm, if you've played it. I feel like it should have just stopped there, and then the remaining hour that was in another area should have been a whole separate game. I've said this before, and I will say it until the cows come home. I don't think part 2 was good on storytelling. The gameplay, I think, did an amazing job, but I digress. I could do a whole fucking video description on that if I had the fucking time, and I don't, because every time I try to do a video, like the Twisted Metal video or the Good Burger video, I have a fucking panic attack, because every time I do it, I have a problem trying to speak my opinion when I have to read a script, because I don't want to be like, the cat and the dog and the cow and the...
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Kind of like that kind of a thing where it's like, doop, like I just I can't read a script like the way I can. But that being said, Neil Druckmann had said recently in an interview last week, or this week or so, that AI will be like marvelous or like a great thing to do. He's a fucking idiot. AI is like the worst thing to add. Like, AI is not at that point. And I had this, okay, I gotta pause the music again. AI is at this point right now, and I had this discussion with one of my IRL friends, where AI basically can't function the way we want it to. AI doesn't have what would be the equivalent of a brain cell to basically do any thinking, any learning. It's just, you just tell AI, like you go, hey, ChatGPT, do this, and give me an answer. And it goes, beep, beep, boop, bop, beep, bop, boop, bop, beep, boop, bop. Fucking ad break.
Don't touch that dial now. We're just getting started.
You sure about that?
Goddamn. That being said, Twitch always has an ad break. I do apologize for the YouTube crowd. But we're going to continue on here. That being said, people think ChatGPT AI, it has its own idea, but really right now it only can do like 001001, like binary, and like be like, all right, tell me this, and I will look for this, and I'll tell you what this is. And it's not really working. Kyle's on crack again, and I didn't even do it. The reason, okay, so The reason why Kyle is on crack horror is because this space, though it is somewhat repaired, it's still floating in a space of like a 8x8 cube. He's ricocheting off both walls because what is quintessentially emotions issue of listening to my problems about it. He doesn't have a walk path that makes fucking sense. If it's too small, they don't calculate the walk path, and if it's too big, it doesn't make sense. I have tried to put physics on the TV so people can stop phasing through the TVs, but it's just not working. I've tried. I've literally tried. That being said, I'm going back onto the AI stuff. So Neil's saying that AI will be like really good in the gaming industry or Hollywood or such is a fucking asshole. Because we're already running into a problem with it in the like writing, aka book community, where people are just writing dog shit, selling it on Amazon, and trying to make a profit. It's not a good system. So I find Neil now to be just very like agitating. Mind you, he made Last of Us, he made it different from the video game and the TV show. He did that stuff. No problem. Like, I enjoyed the Frank, if you've seen the show, I enjoyed the Frank episode, Bill and Frank episode. I thought it was really good. I had no issues there. I thought that was a good call for Neil. And I understand why people hate Neil's writing too, as well as like being like too woke or something. I understand that. My problem with it is further beyond that shit. If you look past it, he's a hack. He's like the Elon Musk of Naughty Dog. And good people left when he came to power, which made me sad. So this is it for weekend roundup. I will be right back. We're gonna be doing some channel surfing, but if you're watching on the YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me some stuff in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream for YouTube. In the meantime, Twitch, I will be right back. Love each other, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm Tateshi, and I am signing off. We're still working the kinks out on this. I'm gonna fucking puke. I am so sorry.